Hello everyone and welcome to AndrabCodes. My name is Saeed and I will be your instructor throughout this complete Python course. Today will be the first lecture of this series and today I am going to give you a basic introduction regarding the Python programming language. So let's get started. Python was created by Guido van Rossum. Its first official release came in 1991. The goal was to create a programming language that is easy, that is powerful, and that is readable. It's named after a television show called Monty Python's Flying Circus. Many individuals think that Python is named after a certain kind of snake, but that's not true. It is actually created after a TV show that to be of a circus. In modern day, it is used to build websites, games, AI applications, automation, and many more advanced applications. Before understanding Python, we need to understand what a programming language actually is. So, a programming language is used to give instructions to our computer system. Just like our normal languages are used to convey a message, the programming language is used to give instructions or messages to a computer system. A computer system cannot understand the general purpose language. Like a computer system cannot understand English, cannot understand Arabic, cannot understand Russian or Chinese. The computer system only understands a specific kind of language that is called as machine language. So a machine language actually consists of only two characters, that is 0 and 1. Just like English have alphabets, 26 alphabets from A to Z, in the similar way, this machine language has only two characters, that is 0 and 1. Now, in order to understand any programming language for a computer system, it needs to be translated to this specific machine language. And since our Python is also a programming language, it needs to be translated to a machine language as well. So a programming language is translated into machine language using translators. So in order to translate a certain kind of programming language into machine language, we need translators. Just like humans need translators to convey messages in multiple languages, in the similar way, a computer needs translators in order to understand a certain programming language. And the translators that are used to translate a programming language, there are two types of translators. One is called as interpreter and the another is called as compiler. So Python is a high level programming language. By saying high level, I mean to say that Python programming language uses terms that looks like English letters or English words. It typically uses English-like keywords, English alphabets to make the programming more readable, understandable, and easier to process. Say, for example, consider an example here that is print hello Python. If cat is animal, print animal. So if you see this simple program, there are multiple words that look like English here. So that's the whole idea of Python programming language. So Python programming language uses terminology that just looks like English dictionary. Forget about the syntax here, we will discuss that later. So second is Python is an interpreted language. We already discussed it in the previous slide what is an interpreter and a compiler. So Python is an interpreted language. We already discussed about two types of translators earlier, interpreter or compiler. So Python is a kind of programming language that is translated to machine language using interpreter, not a compiler. That is why it's called as interpreted language. Keywords like print, if, count, is, in, etc. are used in Python. There are multiple kinds of keywords that typically represents English terminology here. That's the whole idea of high-level programming language. Now let's see the difference between the interpreter and a compiler. We say that Python is an interpreted language means that it's translated into machine language using the interpreter. It means interpreter executes the program line by line. We have a simple program here that is print hello Python, if cat is animal, and print animal. We have 3 lines of code here. By saying that Python is an interpreted language, I mean to say that each of the line is executed individually and the program is executed line by line. It means that first this line will be executed, next the line number 2 will be executed, next the line number 3 will be executed. the whole program won't be executed all at once. So it will be executed line by line. Since it's executed line by line, the program execution must be slower. Execution is the process of running the program, how fast it can give you the results. While on the other hand, compiler executes the whole program at once. It doesn't execute the code line by line, but it executes the whole program at once. It will execute all those 3 lines at once and will give the output in the end. I hope you understand the difference between the interpreter and the compiler. Let's move forward. So there are some features of Python such as it's easy to learn because it uses English terminology. It is easy to read again because it's a high level language. It works on all the systems, whether it's Windows, Linux, or Mac. It has a huge library support. Python has almost a library for every task. Like if you want to do some mathematics, it has its own library. If you want to make games, it has its own library. If you want to draw graphs, it has its own library. If you want to develop websites or applications, it has its own library. And it also supports object oriented programming, means it supports classes and objects. If you are not familiar with the classes or objects yet, we will discuss that later. So that's all for the today's lecture. See you in the next lecture where we see how to install the Python and how to run our first Python program. Thank you.